Hi, I'm Danny McKinley, and I am filming this at Zia Comics in Las Cruces, New Mexico. And today, I'm going to teach you how to play Fuse, the 1 to 5 player game where you have to defuse a bomb in 10 minutes. That's right, there is a timer. So let me show you how to play this cooperative game, and you'll see if it's one that you'd like to come in and try and possibly purchase. So in Fuse, players will have a number of these bomb cards. They will have 2 bomb cards in front of them, and they will have a number of bomb cards in the middle of the table, normally 5. But I'm just going to show you these 6 as an example. When one of the bombs are completed, then that card is discarded, the player will take a new one from the middle, and it will be replaced from the deck. The deck will be set up based on how difficult you make the game. Normally on training mode, it'll still be pretty hard because you only have 10 minutes to play it. So on a player's turn, they will reach into this bag. They will pull out a number of dice equal to the number of players. In a 2-player game, you will pull out 4 dice, 2 for each player. But let's say this is a 4-player game. We'll pick out 4 random dice and roll them. We have a blue 4, a green 3, another green 3, and a green 4. Players will then have to use these dice to complete the bomb cards that are in front of them by assigning them to each of the bombs. So if this were my 2 bombs, then I can request one of these dice. All players must receive 1 die if you're playing in a 4-player game. That includes the person who rolled it and all of the other 3 players. A player cannot get more than 1 die on a turn. So this, I might want to get a blue 4 to put it here, saying that there's so many greens. However, if you look at these cards, they are set up in a different way. Whenever you see this symbol, that means it could be any color, and we have the same number symbol. So if I rolled a green 3 and placed it here, this one also has to be a green 3 because it is equal. At a later turn, if I rolled it, then this would complete the card. If you look at this card, this is in a pyramid shape. Since all the dice are white, that means that they can be of any color. So I might want to place the 3 here, and then on a later turn, I'd put a 2 here and a 1 on top of it to complete it. On this one, it could be either of the colors, but you'll see these 2 have to equal that total. So if I put a green 3 here and a blue 4 here, then that would equal 7, and that would complete the card. This one also means these 2 totals would equal these 2 totals, but they could be any color. Some are a little more specific, like this, a 5 of any color, a yellow with any number, and a green 2. And finally you have dice or bomb cards like this, where it has 1 space and it has a number of cards with an arrow under it. That means that I need to place a blue card on, or a blue die on this card. Then on top of that, I would need to place a black die on a later turn, like so. And then finally, a red die on top of it to complete it. The reason stacking matters is because only the top die is what comes apart. So let's say we have assigned all of our dice to the players, but there is still this this green 4 sitting around that nobody can use. And that player will roll it again, and all players must either discard a green die or a 3. As that happens, I happen to have a 3 here, this player might have a 3, and those would go back into the bag, thus delaying our progress. If the card that is replaced by one of these cards, it'll show either a number on a cube or a specifically colored cube. That acts the same as if you had to roll the dice. All players would discard a 3, or all players would discard a black card, depending on which one came up. A number of these are added to the deck during startup. So that will be trying to delay it. Finally, the developers of this game did create an app that has 2 different modes. There is basic mode, where it sounds like a spaceship that you are trying to defuse the bomb from, and it is a computer announcing the time. And there is also personality mode, where as the computer announces the time, it gets increasingly more panicked. you'll be playing through these scenarios every time and enjoying it more and more as you get closer and closer to defeating the game. Now, if you run out of cards in the deck and all the cards from the middle have been completed, not including the 2 that are assigned to you, then you as a team have defused the bomb. And that is how you play. So that was Fuse. It is a very intense game that you'll be on the edge of your seat for all 10 minutes of the game. If you're lucky enough to win, it is a great accomplishment. However, with teamwork, you'll be able to win. The more you play, the better you get. So if you'd like to come try it out and you're in Las Cruces, New Mexico, come by Zia Comics and we'll be more than happy to show you how to play.